Hello guys, welcome back to our new YouTube video. And today we have a special guest with us.
Hey guys, it's Manal.
So, we will be talking about adjectives. So, what are adjectives? Let's get to know.
Adjectives are modifiers. They are words used to describe nouns or pronouns. To modify means to change slightly or to make the meaning more definite.
Adjectives can be located by asking the following questions. What kind? Which one? How many? And how much? As you guys can see in the chart, when you're asking about the kind, what kind of car? A new car. What kind of children? Happy children. What kind of day? Sunny day. Which ones? Every single page. Which grade? 7th grade. Which book? Any book. How many? How many hamburgers? 1 hamburger. How many dollars? 5. How many rides? Several. As for how much? Much rain, full tank, and little food.
Adjectives can be used to describe.
So as you said, adjectives can be used to describe 10 different things. They can be describing colors, such as blue, red, pink, and green, or opinions, perfect, good, pretty, wrong, or right, or sizes, giant, tiny, big, small, or age, new, old, young. As for shapes, round, triangle, square, origin, such as Palestinian, American, materials, silver, glass, metal, or wood. Distance, long, short, near, and far. Temperature, cold, warm, hot, and cool. Time, late or early.
There are 9 types of adjectives that are usually put in the following order. D stands for determiner. O stands for opinion. S stands for size. A for age. S, shape. C, color. O, origin. M, material. And last, P, purpose.
So, as you guys see in the picture, we have wooden tables. So the words wooden, round, tables, new, and two. We need to put them in the correct order.
Can I put them in the correct order, Nihad?
Go ahead, why not?
2 new round wooden tables.
There you go. Because 2 stands for the determiners and they come first. The new stands for age, round for shape, wooden for material, and then last, the noun tables. Another example. An expensive red Italian car. Can you explain why I followed this order, Manal?
An is a determiner. Expensive is an opinion. Red is a color. Italian is an origin. And car is a noun.
Good job. There we go.
Comparison of adjectives. There are 3 forms of comparison: positive, comparative, and superlative.
So what is the difference between ER and EST? The suffix EST is normally used when only comparing 3 or more items. For example, if I have 3 pigs, I say, this is the fattest one. But when only 2 items are involved, it is traditional to use the suffix ER. If I have 2 pigs, then I say, this is the fatter one.
Rules. Number 1. For 1-syllable adjective, add ER, comparative, or EST, superlative, to the end of the adjective. Here's an example. Barry is taller than Eric. Eric is shorter than Barry. In the chart, you can see comparative and superlative. Longer, longest, darker, darkest, brighter, brightest, quicker, quickest, warmer, warmest, colder, coldest. Rule number 2. When the adjective is only one syllable long and ends in a single vowel and a single consonant, double the final consonant before adding ER or EST. An example, Kareem's clothes could not possibly be wetter. In the table, you can see again the comparative and superlative. Bigger, biggest. Fatter, fattest. Hotter, hottest. Sadder, saddest. Madder, maddest. Thinner, thinnest.
Rule number 3. When the adjective ends in a Y, we must change the Y to an I, then add the ER or the EST to form the comparative or the superlative. For example, that was the funniest thing I have ever heard. For examples, prettier, prettiest, angrier, angriest, happier, happiest, busier, busiest, lovelier, loveliest, sillier and silliest, sleepier, sleepiest. So, as you can see, these are the adjectives that ended in a Y. We dropped the Y, we added an I, and then ER or EST to form the comparative or the superlative.
Rule number 4. For adjectives that end in an E, you must only add R to make a comparative and ST to make a superlative. An example, wow, your cat is much larger than mine. In the table, we have comparative and superlative. Closer, closest, wiser, wisest, stranger, strangest, hugger, huggest, ruder, rudest, loser, losest, safer, safest, cuter, cutest, gentler, gentlest, simpler, simplest. Rule number 5. Adjectives with 3 or more syllables add the word more before them to become more comparatives, and most to become superlatives. Here's an example. Karen is the most honest person I know. In the table, you can see that we have comparative and superlative. More interesting, more complete, most complete, more beautiful, most beautiful, more important, most important, more dangerous, most dangerous, more colorful, most colorful, more exciting, most exciting, more complicated, most complicated, more boring, most boring. Regular comparatives and superlatives.
There are some very common adjectives that have irregular forms for their comparatives and superlatives. For example, I sleeps better with a pillow.
We have adjectives like good, bad, well, and far. The comparative for the adjective good is better, and the superlative for it is best. The adjective bad, the comparative for it is worse, and the superlative is worst. The adjective well, the comparative is better, and the superlative is best. And last, the adjective far. The comparative is farther or further, and the superlative is farthest or furthest.
ED adjectives. Adjectives that end in ED generally describe emotions. They tell us how people feel. For example, I was so bored in that lesson, I almost fell asleep. He was surprised to see Helen after all those years. She was really tired and went to bed early. ING adjectives.
Adjectives that end in ing generally describe the thing that caused the emotion. A boring lesson makes you feel bored. Some examples of ing adjectives in a sentence are, have you seen that film? It's really frightening. I could listen to her for hours. She's so interesting. I can't sleep. That noise is really annoying.
And this chart here will give you more details about the adjectives ending in ed and adjectives ending in ing.
Here are some adjectives that can have both an ed and an ing form. Annoyed, annoying. Bored,
Boring,
confused,
confusing,
excited,
exciting,
interested,
interesting,
surprised,
surprising,
tired,
tiring,
worried,
worrying,
frightened,
frightening,
disappointed.
disappointing.
Hopefully you guys found this video smooth and light.
Dear students, I really miss you guys, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you for watching.